Hey y'all, here's my video for January 18th, 2019, and it starts right about now. Got a few different parts to the vlog this week. One of them is going to be introducing you to one of our new coaches, Alex. She'll be talking about her experiences in CrossFit and how she found her way to us. Also be throwing in a video on some adductor work, a video I did for someone that might help you if you're having some trouble in that area. I'm also going to be sharing a small piece about something that I talk about, the 10 modalities that I mentioned in the intro when most of you guys sat down with me for the first time. So hopefully this is beneficial, informative, and let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to be hearing about. So when new folks come and sit down with me, I break our program into these 4 pillars. This might sound familiar to most of you guys, but some of you might have forgotten. The first pillar that I talk about is one of the things that separate us from other fitness programs out there. It's the human modality list. CrossFit has broken them down into 10 areas, and they're actually stolen from the Dynamax Medicine Ball company, interestingly enough, which Greg Glassman freely admits that he stole, and it makes a lot of sense. Speed, strength, agility, accuracy, balance, coordination, stamina, endurance, flexibility, and power are the 10 human modalities that need to have their boxes checked, really in order for it to be moving the metabolic needle, in order for that workout to quote unquote count. So it's something to keep in mind. It's something that we use as a foundational part of our program as well as CrossFit. And if you have any questions about it, ask any of our coaches. They feel free to question what those 10 mean, and we'll break them all down for you, okay? Hopefully that's helpful. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Alex. I'm 38, from the Bay Area. Originally grew up in Berkeley and Oakland. Went to Berkeley High School and went to San Francisco State briefly, UC Berkeley briefly. Didn't really find my way in terms of fitness until I joined the military in 1998, and then got deployed in 2003. Spent some time in the military, got out in 2007 in active ready reserve till 2011, then moved to Canada, which I fell in love with CrossFit, and kind of been at it ever since.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How long have you been coaching?
Been coaching about 7 years. Got my level 1 in 2002. Just did my re-certification for my level 1, hoping to get my level 2 eventually. Was going to school on Vancouver Island for sport health and physical education. So have a pretty solid, although still learning, exercise science background. So always willing to learn more about the body and how fitness helps and preventing disease, hopefully, and expanding on that, and got into a master's program at Dominican for occupational therapy, hopefully to help those who can't move again, because movement is freedom and independence.
So yeah, a little bit more about that. What is your overall view, your overview, if you will, of being a coach?
I think it's learning about people's movements, what they consider limitations, but maybe aren't limitations, but maybe more of just a barrier for that day, but being able to help them get over these barriers or these limitations they feel they have. And that can be anything from they feel like they can't go for a hike, or they can't do CrossFit, or they can't participate in some sort of run, like a half marathon, but being able to show them and prove to them that with a little bit of time and effort and hard work, obviously, that anything is possible, and that just making strides towards moving in general will get them to that goal eventually.
Awesome. That's all you need. Perfect. Good job.
But if you've got adductor or groin issues, they're long and short muscles that attach that femur up into the pelvis in a number of different ways. And we're going to feel pain when we move our legs, sometimes in a forward motion, flexing at the hip. Sometimes when we're moving outside or inside, like getting in and out of a car, that'll cause pain. So we want to break that tissue up a little bit with the lacrosse ball up real high up in that groin, getting down on top of it and grinding away for the shortest of those adductor muscles. The other thing that we want to do is move that ball a little bit lower into the longer muscle, and then try to roll that leg with your foot turned out and grind into that area as well. You'll have to break through that teardrop quad muscle that's attached to that knee as well, so you might feel some knee pain while you're doing it. And then if you can get a short band and tie it around a doorknob, wrap that thing around your knee, just working 10, 12, 15 very slow reps. It's all about not being explosive. Another thing you can do is some stabilizing exercises on that couch, lifting that bottom foot off the floor if you can, just keeping that adductor flexed as much as possible, holding it for 30, 40 seconds at a time. If you're in the gym and you can use that rig-mounted ball, roll that sucker up and down, trying to break up that tissue, get blood flow in there as well, trying to get as high up into that adductor as you can, trying to hit the hottest spots as much as possible. And also if you can, once again, get into that high point and flex the leg, that would help a lot. Good luck.